What's up again? Uncle Bo coming at you with another Freightliner, another DD13. Been on a lot of DD13s the past little bit. Anyway, the customer complains that the truck is slow to build air. I came out, did a little bit of diagnostic to it. You can see we got a new filter on it. We've done our systems check, started at the front, made sure that we had airflow through our intake hose, and we followed that down here. We made sure that this flex line right here wasn't deteriorated on the inside, causing it to pinch or something like that. Keep airflow from coming right into that. This filter was clogged. Went ahead and replaced it, and it did help the airflow. It did help the air pressure build, but it didn't take care of it. So what we're going to do today is put a new compressor on it. See if we can get a little bit faster build times out of that compressor. I'm going to start by taking the fender off right here and getting access to it. Probably not going to show you that. And then we'll get in there to the nitty gritty and start tearing this thing apart. I did forget to bring my drain pan, so I got to figure out something to drain the coolant into as well. But we'll figure that out and we'll get this air compressor swapped out. I told you I wasn't going to show you pulling this fender off, but I am going to show you what it takes to pull it off. So I've got it out, and these Freightliners, they're not as easy as the Internationals or even the Kenworths and Peterbilts and stuff, especially not Volvos either. Matter of fact, I think Freightliner is the hardest inner fender to get out of all the brands. But you're going to pull off some nuts. So when you look up underneath, you're going to go up underneath, and the fender's going to be right here. And you've got where are those two studs? Two studs right there, they're gonna have a nut on it. You got a stud right there, it's gonna have a nut on it. This box right here, fuse box, you gotta take those nuts off and free it up. There'll be one right here. And then there's gonna be a bar that runs from the fender, or from this post right here. It's gonna hang on that post. I'll probably show y'all how to put it back in. But it hangs on that post, and that bar goes in. And I take the bar out. Most of the time it's pretty easy on these 13 models. Here's the bar right here. Here's the bracket. Anyway, now we've got access. I did turn the tire all the way to the passenger side. Turned the steer axle all the way to the passenger side. Now we're gonna go in here and find some space. I did realize when I was looking for one of the nuts that I was missing that I did not bring my flashlight today, so I am flashlightless. I don't know what that's gonna do to our footage here, but we're going to try and do it without it. See what happens. May have to go home and get it, but we'll cross that bridge in a minute. I've already drained the coolant out. Oh shoot, forgot to switch the bucket back over. Hopefully we're all clear, but anyway, now we'll start tearing it apart. One of the hardest things about this job is the lack of space to do it in. So I'm tucked in here beside the battery box, and all of it's right here in front of me. Where we're going to start is by buying a little bit of space right there. With that, oh, it's holding a P-clamp on, and we're just going to bust it out. P-clamp, might want to let go of the bolt. Alright, there's that. Now it still doesn't net us much. I mean, we're going to cut that zip tie too. Right there. Alright, let's cut that zip tie out. Alright, it didn't net us very much movement, but that P-clamp is actually screwed to the head of the compressor. So with it there, it ain't going nowhere. Now there is a bracket up there that I gotta see what's going on, where that's coming from. It's not hooked up to anything. Might have to fish it out. Looks like somebody probably took it off sometime before and then it fell down. Because it's not supposed to be there. Yep, not supposed to be there. I'm trying to get you something, a POV that you can see the whole picture. I know a lot of people make videos and they're all right up on it, like I'm about to loosen this clamp right here, or this bracket right here to drop these wires out of the way, and they'll be all up on it and show you the clamp or the bracket and the wires, but they don't show you where you're at. I mean, this is the cab mount right here. Y'all are actually, I got you zip tied to the step of the truck, so you're looking in over the top of the battery box, trying to gain you some perspective, because all these trucks, I mean, they're all a little bit different, but a lot of them are pretty similar. If you can know where it's at on one truck or what it looks like, it really helps when you're trying to make repairs on other trucks. Man, look at that. That's so much better. I might even clip this zip tie and move these two out of the way. Matter of fact, I'm going to. I'll tell you exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to throw 2 wrenches in there, and I'm going to be reaching around trying to get this thing loose. Where's the dang clip on this? Oh, it's on the side. I'm going to cut that. I don't want y'all to see me look dumb. I'm just kidding. Go watch Let Her Eat podcast. I look dumb every Monday night at 7. We're live on Facebook. It's posted later on YouTube. Check us out. Anyway, I'll go in there and be messing around and get hung up on it or some bull crap. And just ain't working. I love it when they're close like that, so I can just squeeze the wrenches together. Makes life so much easier. Also, it doesn't hurt to have a set of stubbies in your toolbox that you're working on this stuff with, because sometimes those don't want to unscrew that easy. Oh wait, there's one more thing. This tube right here that my finger's on, I hope you can see it. That is your air intake tube. And I am going to go ahead and take that hose off of this tube and get it all the way off the compressor and the tube. I think you can see it from this side, maybe. I don't know. I'll show you from the other side too, but we're gonna get it all the way out of the way. Oh, there we go. That's the tube right there that we just took loose, and you see the clips on it. You got to reach in there, pinch those clips, and that thing should come off. You may have to give it a little twist. Here's another look at that hose. This one's a short one on this truck. It doesn't run up to the top. A lot of them will plug in and then run over the top of the valve cover, but you got to be careful with these clamps. Squeeze them in and it pushes the clips out and you just pull it off, but these do get brittle and break. So when you're doing one, if it's an old truck that hadn't been well taken care of, or you know, a lot of maintenance has been done to it, probably be a good idea to go ahead and get a new one of these coming, because the less dust you can introduce to your air compressor, the longer it'll last. And that's what we're going for, is longevity. So this one looks good though. Next thing we're going to do is go after that pipe nut right there. That should be 1.25 inches. That joker is super tight. Was. Alright, here's our next deal. These two coolant lines have to be pulled off, and they're probably going to be a little bit wet. I had to get out and get my needle nose, because this little clip right here is pretty tight. So I had to pull it out some. I wanted to make sure you saw that it ain't all fine and dandy, that she's giving me problems. Just a little bit of pry. It's usually stuck on there. Got an O-ring inside that hose, inside that fitting. So can't get to the other one though without this one out of the way. Now you got a little coolant coming out. Got a lot of coolant coming out. No, come on, I thought it was off. It's gonna leak pretty good because I didn't drain the block. I just realized that. I'm gonna go drain the block. All right. I got it, I got the block drained. Now I'm fighting this dang harness again to get you where you can see, but okay, come on now. Still gonna be a little bit of coolant come out, but not like it was. All right, there's that one. Now the other one, I'm gonna figure that out. I'll let you know what I come up with. All right, I've got the top side pretty much unhooked. You can see on the ground there. I made a mess. Now I've got to go underneath and start unhooking everything on the bottom. So I got to go lay in the coolant that I just did. I don't know why I did the coolant line. I should have done the coolant lines last. Should have got everything done except for the coolant lines and then did them. But you'd think I'd been doing this for 2 months, not 11 years now. All right, I'm underneath the truck and figuring the camera situation out while I'm underneath here. I may just show you what I'm doing and then do it and then come back and show you the next step, because it is dripping everywhere and I don't know how I'm going to keep the camera clean and keep you in the shot because it's very tight. So this is oh shoot, this is what I'm dealing with right here. Very tight space, and I don't have a light either. So I'm gonna take care of this. I'm gonna get back to you and update you accordingly. First thing we're gonna do is take off some of these brackets, get them out of the way. That way we can get this compressor down when I unhook it. Okay, been slow going. We losing battery and everything. Apparently my Milwaukee battery is dead too, so running my electric ratchet didn't happen. I've had to one-click a wrench. Anyway, I got that battery on charge, so hopefully when we go back together with this thing, it'll be a whole lot easier. That being said, I've done a little bit here. I've got our power steering pump undone. It's loose. We're about to get the bolts for the pump here. My words are all scrabbled up here. I've undone these brackets right here, right here. Let me back this thing out so you can see. Right here. I did all 3 of them. There's one more up there. I got them loosened up, so this piece right here will come on down and get out of our way when we go to drop that compressor down. And we are literally 4 bolts from getting her out. So I say that 4 bolts and no power tools. So it may be a little while. It took me about 25 minutes to get that pump out because I'm one-clicking my ratchet. Ugh. Okay, here it is. That was a pain in the butt. I was on the struggle bus there for a minute. Man, okay. So one of those bolts up on the inside corner, I'll show you. So this is sitting on the truck facing that direction, right? So the engine block is right here. That bolt, you can't see it. I mean, it's invisible. That wasn't even the hard bolt to get on this side. This bolt right here, I could not. I mean, I finally got it, but man, it was hard. I couldn't get I got a bunch of excuses as to why it was hard, but it don't matter. Bottom line is we got it out. Let me show you what we're dealing with. All right, this is our space. We bolt up right here. Usually you can pull your power steering pump out. I mean, you can pull it all the way up and out if you want to and get it out of the way, or you can move it around in there. There's some extra bracketry back behind it. I haven't been able to move it much, but I got it down and back enough where I can fit my hand in there, but nothing else. There's no room for me to throw the camera up so y'all can see. But that being said, it's all out. This line right here, this goes into the head, and it got pulled out. It was wrapped around, it got routed around this power steering pump, and it got pulled out. So I'm gonna have to look and see if it can be, oh man, I got dirt in the end of it. Or maybe it got broke, I don't know. It feels kind of rough on the end. I have to check and see that. I may have to get a fitting for it, but anyway, that's where we're at. Oh, I did take one more bracket off. This metal bracket right here, I ended up taking it loose to gain millimeters right here, and it did help on my visibility. So I'm gonna leave it off until we go back together with it, obviously. Now I'm gonna put this new compressor together and get this thing put back up in there. Hopefully going back up in takes less time than getting it out. We'll see. Not a whole lot to swap over here. Pretty much just 4 pieces. The line did break going in this, so this ferrule's junk. I gotta find another ferrule. Plenty of line left over. We'll put a ferrule on it and tighten it on up and be done with it. All right, gotta put new gaskets on it too, new O-rings. I put that one on like that. Make sure it's not spun on, because it'll spin right back off. Now this one, the little gasket eliminator on it. Y'all know I love this stuff. I put a little bit down in here because I like this one to stick. Just a little insurance. We don't need to come back in here because something's leaking. Speaking of leaking, it looks like the sky is about to start. Might have to close down shop. I don't get to close down shop, but I might have to shut the truck up, keep everything getting wet. All right, I've already cleaned up the block in there after I got done videoing what it looks like a minute ago. So I'm gonna go ahead and slide this thing back up in here and start putting screws in it. See if I can get this sucker back together before this rain comes too bad. Well, it's here. Just my luck. And yeah, it's already blowing in on me. Looks like we're about to get wet. I went ahead and picked up the truck and moved everything in as far as I could, but I don't think it's gonna matter with this wind. It's blowing hard. Corn's bending over there. Well, it's finally slowed down enough where I can have the phone out and not get it soaking wet. It's rained all in here. You can see everything is soaked, and I was laying in a river for a while, but I kept on working through it. I just couldn't keep my phone out in it. Anyway, where we're at now, I mean, we're wrapping up. So I've put the compressor back up in there. I've put the power steering pump back up, and now we're gonna just assemble the rest of it, and I'm gonna let you watch and be able to set this thing up, get it where y'all can see it pretty good. Everything goes back together the opposite of how you took it off. So it's really not that hard. Anything I run into that's difficult, I'll show it to you. All right? All right, let's see here. Whoa. If you're a mechanic and you don't use a flashlight, I don't know how you do that. I cannot. This is the most frustrating thing when I just need a little bit of light in exactly the right spot, and all I've got are these stupid work lights. Man, I can't tell you how long earlier I spent trying to use my mirror to find the bolt hole on the back side of this compressor, because there's a bolt back there that's got to be put in. It's very hard to find. I couldn't see it because there wasn't enough light up there. I just needed a beam where I could shine it in my mirror right beside my eyeball, and pew! But no, not with these floodlights. Can't do that. Worked so hard to get that hose back on, and here's the dang clamp. Fell right off. Today is the day I show y'all how I fill up a radiator. I hadn't showed you because I don't think you need to know, but I'm going to show you today. It's not that you don't need to know, it's just, I mean, how hard can it be? Starting to look like I blew the master fuse when I shorted the PDM out a little while ago. I had it free and floating, and I accidentally touched it to the steering shaft. So I'll have to probably get a new fuse for that, bring it out tomorrow. Where's that go? Yeah, I'm gonna bet it's probably shot. All right, there's a hidden box back here. It's got the fuses in them. Pop those little things off there. Anyway, one of those fuses is probably popped from me doing what I do. Got our own meter going. Really all I gotta do is hit the master side. That's the hot, the red is on the hot. 1.6. 0.2. OL. Yep, that's the one. I popped that fuse right there. What's up, guys? It's the Tuesday following the Friday that I was out here working on this truck the first time. The air compressor is what we replaced on Friday. We're back out here. We're gonna get this mega fuse on, mini mega fuse on, and get this thing back going. Verified the air work yesterday when I rigged it up and cranked it up. We gained quite a bit on our total fill up time from the old compressor. Key on. Looks like the dash is lighting up good. There we go. She cranks and see if it'll build air or any. Very nice. Very slow this morning. Anyway, that's it for this one. She builds air, she cranks, she does what she's supposed to do, and builds it faster than she was. So thanks for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment. We'd love to hear from you. We'll see you next time.